Okay, let's take a garden tour slash damage tour and see if we've got any damage. I don't think it got quite cold enough to frost. It could have, but I don't see any kind of damage. My potatoes are fine. I'm getting a flower on here. I'm ready for some bees. I don't see any bees anywhere. But my peppers look great. I probably need to fertilize them with my fish fertilizer. I've got my flowers here, the yarrow, they're beautiful. Don't see any damage on my tomato plants, and that's awesome. I have a few tomatoes from the Celebrity. I knew I would get these first because I bought the plant, but I am so ready for my tomatoes that I planted from seed. These few here, the bigger ones, those were either bought from a nursery or from Ace Hardware. But if you come down here, these smaller ones are the ones I planted from seed. I've got a Heatmaster, a Wisconsin 55. I'm so glad I've got at least one because the chickens dug up the other one I had. I've never grown the Heatmaster or the Wisconsin 55, so I want to see what those do because they're supposed to do well in the heat. I've got a Black Krim. Looks like, I don't know what this one is because maybe the chicken scratched it when it got in here. Okay, that's a Brandywine. And this is, what does it say? Mountain Spring. That's a seed that is supposed to do good here with the mountain in the name. Organic Roma. My Amish Paste. And I did those from seed. And that's a Kellogg's Breakfast I got from a nursery, a local nursery, and a Boxcar Willie from a nursery. And they're supposed to be heirlooms. The other two I got from Ace Hardware. And I did have a few down here that the chickens messed up, so I'm not going to have those. But my squash, zucchini in the front, and cucumbers in the back. Everything looks great. I do have to get some labels because all I have is the cups. I started them in the cups. And I need to get rid of those and get tags. And I have a very bad problem with ants. When I took the cover off, the ants were just pouring out of here. Just millions and millions of ants. How do you get rid of them in your garden if you're organic? Let me know in the comments below. And we have some broccoli that's coming on a little bit slow. I had another one here that I had to cut off because it was bolting. I don't know whether it was the cover. I've had them covered the whole time, so I don't have any bugs. But they're not doing all that great, or they're slow. It's just this weather, I don't know. And then I have the cabbages where I keep thinking that they're never going to get a head on them, and it just doesn't look like it. I don't know if I'm going to have to give up cabbage for this season and grow it in the fall. But I'll keep this out here as long as I can until it flowers. All I can do is just wait and see. I planted all this from seed except two Savoy cabbages back there. I don't know if it's crowded, but they look great. I mean, they don't hardly have any damage on them. I guess I just need to wait and give it time. And I have my collard greens, and they look good. No damage. The lettuce has just done great this year. This Swiss chard is beautiful. And I probably need to start harvesting it. I'll probably harvest it when I get done with the video. And I've got great looking lettuce. Only problem is it's growing too good and I've got too much of it. I've even tried to sell it for $2 a bag on Facebook. A couple people asked where to meet and I never heard back. So I don't know what to do with all this lettuce. I have this and I have this over here. Some of it though looks like it's gonna bolt. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this and we'll eat salads for the rest of the week, I guess. But I think I planted it maybe a little bit too late because it's forming a slight head, but not much of one. But I'm still gonna eat it. And I think I'm just gonna grow the romaine type. Even though this did really good, I probably just won't grow as much of the little gem, even though that's about almost what all the seeds I had that I grew. Okay. And we've got beets. They're coming along great. I didn't direct sow those. I did those in a tray, and that's the way to go for me from now on because it did so well. Potatoes, they look great. No damage. Okay, and I have a Sun Gold tomato that's doing good. It was from a nursery. I've got, I think that's a Celebrity, but I can already see the bugs coming out, the aphids. Sorry, this is the worst time to come out here with this shadow. Got another Amish paste. Wish I had more. I'm not sure what this is because the chickens are out here, so I know it's a tomato, but wait a minute. It could be a Rutger, because there's a Rutger little mark there. There's also a Rutger here. The other two didn't make it. So these are just extra. And I'm probably going to try and root another Amish paste and try and get another paste tomato out here. And these were, I don't know what this is going to be because it just popped up. I think they're squash, but I'm just going to let them grow and see. And my garlic looks great. And I did pull up some sunflowers and put them over here. A couple of them may survive and a couple of them are probably not. But I've got more to stick in there later on. I don't know. As soon as I did it, they started drooping. But I had some droop at the front yard, and they're looking good. So we'll see. My onions, no damage there. So I hope this is the last frost we're gonna get. I'm gonna get in here and get some of these weeds up, but these onions are doing good. I've only really planted them once, and I think that was when I first started, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I'm hoping to get a good onion harvest because we go through onions and potatoes the most of anything. So that's why I wanted to plant so many. So I've got this long bed full of onions and this one full of potatoes and the other ones up there. So maybe we can get these as storage potatoes and get the ones up there in the pots as fresh new potatoes. And I'm growing for the first time tomatillo. It was just from Walmart, I think. But I was looking through the plants and I was just like, well, I've never grew one, and I love to make salsa verde, so I got that, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know how they grow. And I think I'm going to harvest this stray lettuce plant. Don't know where that came from. I don't think I had lettuce in here. I had green beans, I'm pretty sure. But it's just a bonus. So everything is looking pretty good. Well, I'm grateful we didn't have any damage, and I'm looking forward to a great gardening season. I hope that that's behind us, all the frost, and I hope we have some nice warm weather, even though today it is really windy. And I just wanted to turn you around and show you what I got for my Mother's Day gift. We've got our pergola done, and it's ready and beautiful, and I'll turn you around and show you what it looks like. Got the tin roof on there. Can't really see it that good and I'm too short, but I got a new area rug, and we got our chairs out with the cushions. I got some huge ferns that my husband surprised me with for Mother's Day. I've got my hydrangea here, it's doing great, and we've got lights hung up underneath. I've got to wash this side off, but we've got our cushions and our couch from last year out and ready to go, and got some more chairs out here, and I also have a table and chairs on my deck, but it's just beautiful, and especially at night when the lights are on, it is going to be a great place to gather. I've got fire pit there, and I'm trying to get some things planted out here to keep my chickens out, because I can't keep anything back here because they keep coming over here and scratching the mulch. So if you have any suggestions for me, let me know. But it's coming along nicely. So I hope you enjoyed the garden tour and a tour of my little backyard paradise, and I'll wait to see you in the next video.